Yeah, obviously a really big win for us. Thought we played really well, start to finish, with a group that we hadn't been in a lot of situations, tight games in a while, and made our free throws and hung in there, and really proud how we had some guys had to step up with people being injured, and TJ Bamba not having much practice time and having a tooth, and DJ Rodman, got hit in the nose, but we had some guys step up and really fun game to win.
Theo Lawson, go ahead.
Did it feel kind of like a war out there tonight, Kyle, with I think 52 or 53 combined fouls, and then obviously 3 combined injuries in the second half with Duarte and Jazz and DJ?
Yeah, it was a rough one. What we couldn't get, they were hard to keep off the glass, and we were getting on the offensive glass too. And I know that Deshawn said he got an elbow to the gut, and I don't know. There was a lot of whistles, but it was just good this time of year, February league game.
What did you make of Isaac's play, especially down the stretch? And he loves to play against the Oregon schools and talk about having a chip on his shoulder, and came up there with a bunch of free throws and layups and shots down the stretch.
He's been pretty much like that throughout league, outside the Utah at home game. I mean, he's been playing really well, and my goal is to rest him early in the second half, and I didn't, because it's hard to play. He played 38 minutes, and to be able to do that, and handle pressure and handle their full court press, and really proud of him. And I think he'll have another great effort Saturday. I think he's probably grown up. Did he say that about the chip on his shoulder? Or
yeah.
Did? Darn it. I was about to say, I think we've gotten past that, but no, we're still, it's okay. Have a chip for everybody.
Do you have an update on DJ or Jazz?
I think both will be fine for Saturday. I don't know I just know that I looked over there and DJ had a little cotton up his nose, and just like the heat of the game, those guys are fine. And I think Jazz, I didn't even know he rolled his ankle or something. I saw him hobbling around. So I have no idea what's wrong with him, but I know that I saw him gimping.
Jamie Vinnick, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Talk about Jazz a little bit. It's been kind of one game, a lot of minutes, another game, not so many minutes. Can you talk about him being able to stay ready mentally, kind of with that pressure coming in?
That's incredible for a guy to do that, and he's been such an awesome attitude. And these are stories that get me a little teary-eyed as a coach, because he runs our scout team. And I always say, you want some reps to get the defensive stuff, because he's a really good defender. He's really smart. He says, because we have some other guys that need more reps just walking through or doing it. And he does it with doesn't make a face or anything, and knows that if his numbers call, he's ready, and he's been ready. And he made a lot of big plays for us, hit 2 threes, and he'd been practicing well too. So, he got hurt early in the year, and just kind of, Andre got an opportunity to get in there, and when he got back, it's hard to get guys in there, but he stayed with it, and it's really neat when you got guys that are bought in and they care more about team, and Jazz does. It's fun to be a part of.
Talk about Andre a little bit. He'd been in such a cold stretch. He comes back, he gets a couple to go today. Didn't have necessarily the high volume points with just 5, but 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, no turnovers. Did it kind of feel like that was maybe one of his more complete games, like both on offense and defense?
You know what? He's been such a good competitor all year, as far as like I said, trying to take a little bit of the heat off him. He puts a lot of pressure on himself. And as far as I tell all our guys coming to pro, you got to be able to defend, rebound, take care of the ball. And that's why he's been playing. He's doing that. And he made some shots, and you're going to go through the scout. And certainly he's a little banged up and a little doubt. We're on the road. I said, don't overreact. I tell our staff, we can't overreact to, 7 out of 9 on the road as a true freshman, playing with 2 other freshmen they're starting and stuff. So, but I thought him not coming off the bench also helped. They take some of the heat off him a little bit, and he looked a little more athletic, even like he just was weighing the weight of the world on his shoulders a little bit. He made the big time tip in, and he plays hard. Like I said, in last game he wasn't rebounding, so that was weird. He's always going to grind you for a rebound, and he had a couple assists. I think he's less is more a little bit with him, and it's good to see.
Noah obviously played another solid game. He hit 8 free throws down the stretch. His last 2 games, though, just 8 of 28 from the field. Do you feel like he may be just a little sped up right now, or do you think he's still getting the same looks? They're just not going down?
A little bit of both. I think he may be hunting a little bit more than than I'd like him to, as far as that. But he's been so good for us. I didn't even notice it was 8 for 28. What was he tonight? I know he took a couple quick ones. I thought that we did
11.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He just competes so hard. He's a big part of why we've had 1-2 in a row here. So and he's been getting better the year. And this, again, part of it being on the road and being a sophomore, being a leader. He'll fix it. He'll get better.
How sure were you that Isaac shot where he tries to get fouled on? I think it ended up being a 2 in midair, hucks one up and it goes. You knew that was going in all the way, right?
Of course. It's kind of the same shot we had to beat Arizona, I believe. One of those, either regulation, overtime, or double. It might have been regulation or overtime. He pump faked, guy jumped by him a little bit, and he had an open shot, and I thought we were going to win that game. And it's kind of the same situation. He got him up in the air, and he's a pretty good shooter. So he gets that space. He's gonna knock down his fair share.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Enjoy the Modelo. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Brennan Green, go ahead.
Kyle, just WSU's first ever win in Matthew Knight Arena. Just what does it mean to you to be able to be in charge of the team that does that?
We always say before we walk out there, respect everyone, fear no one, and we didn't make a big deal about it. Or tried not to. At least I didn't. But I'm sure, our guys are. Like a guy like Isaac coming back home, he's, in last game it was Noah come back home, and it means a little more to do that, I'm sure. But it's Coach Altman's one of the classiest guys and runs a really good program, and being able to do that here for the first time, it's got an asterisk though. I got to be honest, there was no fans. I'm sure it's a different place to play it with some fans, but it's nonetheless on the road, very gritty win for us.
Just where did that FA dunk rank in the dunks you've seen in your career?
The lob, he gets about 1 a game. I think last game was the hook dunk he had last game, or the and one dunk were equally as impressive. So he's fun. When I saw the ball go up in there, I said only one guy can get it, and he got it. So that was fun. Number 1, if you want.
Ryan Root, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how did the final minutes, even the final seconds of this game feel, considering that it just seemed to go possession by possession for what seemed to feel like an eternity out there?
It's weird. I felt pretty calm. I felt good going in this game, and I felt like for whatever reason we were pretty settled and tried to make the best decisions. I got a little scrambled up there on whether we should go man or zone down the stretch because we couldn't get stops either way. We didn't want to put them on the foul line, but I was kind of in the game and felt we were good. And like I said, about a week ago, I stopped practice. I said, gosh, I don't know. We lost 6 in a row. I didn't even talk about it and said, I've been coaching a while. I'm getting mature as a coach and, all about not hung up on the results, worried about the process. But our team attitude was good. Our spirit's good. We got a good group of guys, and they care about one another. They're young. We make our mistakes. We go up and down, but they want to be good, and that's fun to be around. So, and that is what's really important to me as a coach, like that we're growing and emotionally or character and learning how to compete the right way. And if you do that, I really firmly believe you'll get better.
Can you maybe talk about those scoring droughts that both teams faced in the latter half of the first half? Do you think that was mainly due to either team's defensive efforts, or were the shots just not falling, you think?
I think probably they're pretty good defense. They put you on your heels so much with so many different looks of pressure, zone, pressure, man, switch. I think that would have had something to do with it. And then we guarded well. Like I said, we took care of the ball. I thought we could dictate the tempo if we weren't just giving them the ball against their pressure. That was big, and that kept them. That's when they get space and they turn you over, they're getting layups and free threes. So I think that was a big key there.
With Deshawn and FA having some good performances as of late, tonight not so much, only combining for just about 10 points other than the big lob from FA, obviously. What do you think made their matchup so difficult down low tonight?
Going against men, they're really, I don't know, Amoruri. He's a grad transfer, played in the Big Ten before he came out of here. Lawson's big. They're a good team and on the road, but I really thought Deshawn, they were going after the ball. I thought Deshawn made some good moves. I thought he got hit a couple times. It couldn't get a call. And he'll learn. He still made a big time move late and he missed it. But I thought they competed hard, and that's all you can ask for. And the expectations for freshmen in the Pac-12 to win on the road and to get a win on the road, and it's pretty impressive. I've coached, actually I haven't coached too many, but I know people have coached freshmen. They walk out of here with a 25-point loss. And if Deshaun had 15-10 and a 25-point loss, is that as good as getting the win? No, but people would interpret it as that. So it's a little more pressure in those games in a tight game and playing to win.
And lastly, for you, Coach, as this team heads to Corvallis, what's most important for you guys to maintain in order to go on the road once more and come out with a win and try to extend this winning streak?
Well, Oregon State's got their ears pinned back because we were able to beat them earlier in the year, and they're an entirely different team. They're playing smaller, more athletic, a little more determination. They got a lot of confidence, so it'll be tough. I mean, I felt like, Oregon's obviously had some COVID issues and that stuff, and probably I'm sure that helped us, but everyone's got that going on. But Oregon State seems like they're kind of in a groove right here, so we're gonna have to be really do a good job, and they're playing Alatiche at the 4 now instead of the 3 more, and it'll be tough.